do I ever have a story to tell you? Depends on how big the bear is. I just don't like running. I run my mouth.
That's a gamble. Just gonna roll the dice, just like we do every year.
That's what zip ties are for, people.
We were going like probably about that deep.
You done peeing?
Woofda, it's a lot of work. Well, morning. Tell it's morning because of that thing right there. How hard is that to see me? Guess what? Harvest is done. We are completely done with all the crops that are going to be harvested, that are harvestable. We did leave our yellow peas because they were just not worth harvesting. But otherwise, everything's cut off. And Dad actually already blew off his combine. Tim and I have been hauling grain. Dad's been hauling too. He took a load in yesterday, I guess. But they got some DP, which is delayed pricing. So they want our wheat now, but we don't have to price it for like 6 months. So we are getting our winter wheat all hauled, probably some of our spring wheat too, and then I won't have to haul this winter. So that's what's been up. Let's go hop in the trucks, keep hauling some more. I think we should finish up. No, we can't probably get the winter wheat done today. We'll see. We'll see what we get done. Dad's combine here. Got the disc drill hooked up to the 715 yet. I'm not sure if we'll just seed with that one or not. The ground is like so maybe okay to maybe possibly put in some winter wheat, but it's pretty dry. So we'll see. Got the grain cart first rinse off. Used the fire nozzle on there to rinse that off yesterday. What else we got going on here? Yeah, fertilizer is already some phosphorus on the super bees. Yeah, haven't filmed for a few days, so that's kind of what's been going on. Let's fire up the truck and then go put in some gas in the auger. Won't all quite fit in there yet, so we'll just leave that there.
My camera's gonna work. It's been working. I don't know what's been going on. It was like every time I press record, it'd get like 5 or 10 seconds and shut itself off. But anyway, battery's fully charged. SD card has plenty. Let's see what happens here. So far, we're still going. Been hauling winter wheat for the last couple of days. Looks like we've got like 2 more loads, but I think they're spring wheat. So this is the last full load of winter wheat. Tony's got half a load of winter wheat, half a load of spring wheat. Been going to Wolf Point, to the east side of Wolf Point, to Columbia Green, and I've been doing 4 loads a day. That works out to 432.3 miles. I know, I did it 3 days in a row, but anyway. So yeah, things are cruising pretty good. That's about it. It gets kind of boring trucking. I mean, what do you video? I mean, yesterday had my camera been working, I should have been videoing all the oversized loads, because I'm not kidding you, I passed half dozen, 8 of them. I mean, there was a lot of oversized loads going down Highway 2 yesterday. But anyway, yeah, that's the excitement.
All right, flipping pages. So we brought there, you can see it over there somewhere. There's the combine, that one, the one I was running. The number 2 combine. We got it back here to the shed. Blew out the grain bins on both, because that takes 2 people, one sitting in the seat and one up in the bin. So Warren and I were able to get both of the bins blown out. That number 2 combine still needs to be blown off. The number 1 combine Warren blew off, and his header's blown off, but both of those need done. The header and combine over there on the number 2. We're gonna need this screenings auger, and it's just not running right, so I kind of tore into it. That might be some of the reason that it doesn't want to run. It's because it can't breathe. And I know when I can't breathe, I don't run. As a matter of fact, when I can breathe, I still don't run, unless there's a bear chasing me. Then I might run. Depends on how big the bear is. I just don't like running. I run my mouth instead. So anyway, we'll blow that out, and probably, while I have it this far, which is like a whole 1 nut loose, I might as well take this guy off, get into the carburetor, clean it, do all that fun stuff, and just kind of give it a little bit of a tune-up. See how that goes. And yes, I brought this huge humongo auger into this little shed to work on it, because I'm a firm believer in taking the tools to the project all at once and not going back for more, and oh, forgot this, go back for more. It's just easier this way. This doohickey goes on here like that, and that little, there it is, that guy was supposed to be attached to that, and it's broke off. So there's a possibility that dirt was getting directly in there. So that could be one thing. Now I gotta figure out how to get something on, just a big flathead screwdriver, and get those 2 out, pull that carburetor off. Well, there's still gas in it, a little, but it doesn't smell like gas. That might be a thing too. That one came loose, that's happy. Gut, das gut, ja. Oh, that's fun. So, okay, now to get the choke cable and the throttle cable off. Oh, broke it. I was gonna say maybe older than me plastics. That's what zip ties are for, people. Here we go. This might actually be the first carburetor that I've ever taken apart. To take the bowl off was not a 10 millimeter. Well, I used a 13. It may actually be a standard wrench. I don't know. Oh. Wow. Ready for this? That might be the problem. Maybe. That little part of the carburetor that the float sticks on and pushes up and down or whatever, it's not coming out. So that's no bueno. Okay. The other thing that I noticed is the choke lever is super sticky. So I think it was sticking on full choke and not coming off too. So that's not helping any. Pretty much this thing is just in rough shape. I'm not saying full replacement, but I'm saying she needs some help. Alright, I got the carburetor is cleaned out as best as I could, and draining the gas because that does not even smell like gas. So I don't know if perhaps water got in there, what's going on, but it just doesn't smell like gas. So we're gonna drain that out while I finish putting the carburetor all back together, and I see I lost the deal that goes in there. Awesome, great. So now I gotta go find that. Let's see what else we can do here to get that back together. Get this on, get some fresh gas in it, and fire it up. It may not be till tomorrow because I want to let I use this right stuff to make the gasket. Anyway, I use right stuff, so it probably only needs 15 minutes, but since it's gas, I'll let it sit a little longer. Let that maybe set up overnight on the bowl here. This is where I put it. And yeah, figure out how to connect that guy to that guy and try it in the morning. Oh, ran out of gas. You done peeing? Oh, now it's just running all over. Awesome. All right. Today is the favorite day. When after spending hours in a combine, it gets blowed off. But the way the wind's blowing out here, I might just kind of walk around and flick a few things here and there and let Mother Nature take care of the rest. Now I got service truck out there, compressors building there, and start with the header, work our way back, see what we can get done. And ta-da! The header is done. Except for that spot. No, I missed a spot over there. I missed some over there. Header's done. On the trailer, it's strapped down, and I'm gonna go unhook it where the other header is. Oh, do I ever have a story to tell you? Just look at me. I found an issue with the combine. I'll show you. All right, you see all this stuff here? Chunks, bigger chunks, thicker chunks. I'll show you where that came from. Okay, so I was on the left side of the combine, noticed a bunch of chickpea stalks. Like, wow, that's a lot. Couldn't figure it out. Ended up coming up here into the bin, and this is that access door that I used to get to that valve block for the unload auger. And this, I guess it would have been like that, was set like about that. This whole thing, this is the top end of the rotor, or the back side of the rotor. Right down there is the gear drive, okay? This whole thing was packed so full and so tight. I made a hole finally, I could get my whole hand down in there and was pulling out chunks. But this couldn't move, it took a lot to get that to move. I had it down to about that thick, and then finally all the rest broke off. This whole area back here was packed in so hard that it pushed that up and just bent the tar out of it. This is all bent up, whatever. That's the 4 bolts that hold that thing in there. They're all notched. So, yeah, there's still some packed right back in here. This corner I didn't get. But it's all chickpeas and wild buckwheat stalks. And it smells kind of rotten. It was all wet. Like, not soaking wet, but damp, It probably got in there and then swelled up, and that made it worse to get out. But, yeah, we'll have to hammer that straight. I can't see anything, and I got enough crap draining down my throat that it actually made me throw up. Gagged me. Anyway. It's time to go down. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. A mostly clean combine. It's a little dirty, but that's wash off stuff. It is blown off, blown out, blown left, blown right, up, down, sideways, upside down even. I could die happy if I never had to blow off a combine again. Ugh, what a miserable job. The whole thing up in the grain bin, that didn't make anything any better. Praise the Lord, it's done. And that stuff's stuck in there, that's hand pull out stuff. What a miserable job that is. I probably have about a pound
down to dirt in my ears, my eyes, up my nose. But it's done.
Well, morning. Look at this. Combines are blowing up. Dad and Tim blew their combines off. And I'm still not sure if we're going to see the winter wheat or not. I think we will. But it's super dry. I think we're just going to seed it into dry dirt. We're going to catch a shower at some time this fall, hopefully get it sprouted. That winter wheat seed has to at least swell and start the sprouting process before the ground freezes so that it will produce seed next summer. If it doesn't freeze, say it stays in dry dirt all winter, freezes, and doesn't sprout before then that seed won't go into reproduction and make new seeds, so that plant won't. So that's a gamble. I'm really hoping we can plant it and we just get a shower enough to sprout it right before fall, before we completely freeze up. So I don't know. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Tim's going over to pick up some seed. We already got fertilizer here from 2 weeks ago because we were already planning on doing the winter wheat and the forecast fell apart. But we're just going to go for it. Just going to roll the dice, just like we do every year. All right. Fire this thing up. Everything boot up in here. And let's wing this up. We did come into the field with it the other day and just see how deep they're going, those new notch discs from Ready on there. We're gonna have to change the depth some. Maybe I should do that now on the gravel. Yeah, let's do that now. We were going like probably about that deep, which is probably a little too deep. We're gonna shallow it up a little bit. So go pull this thing up on the gravel. We'll start changing depth on it. All right, before I shut down this tractor to go change depth, I am gonna do our tank optimizer. So, okay, I got wheat at 72 pounds entered in here, and my starters, my 1152 fertilizer at 52 pounds. I just put a 50 on that. Can run it through multiple meters. It can figure it all out. We hit this. We got tanks 1 through 4 assigned or enabled. Tank 5 is that saddle tank. We are not using that right now. And that's what's going to kick out for our tanks. Tanks 1 and 4 will be seed. Tanks 2 and 3 will be our phosphorus. So that'll tell you how you want to configure, how you need to fill your drill. Pretty handy little tool there. And there's our rates. All going to be coming down the fertilizer or the seed knife though. So that is set up. We're not using mid-row banders now. I'll have to make sure we change it on the cart. And okay, configure the tanks. And that should be that. It's gonna reset itself here and figure out, there we go. All of our rates are now set to 25 pounds in that tank, 25 pounds in that tank, and 36 front and rear. That's pretty easy math on that one. Yeah, ready to go there. Cool. Well, to change depth on this drill, kind of a pain in the butt. You gotta pull the R pin out, pull this L pin out of the keeper, pull it out, drop it down to where you want it, somewhere in there. There we go. That's in the 6th hole. Every hole is 1/4 inch, so 6 quarters, 1.5 deep. The disc drill, only this many left to do because I've already crawled through the center and all the way from there back to here. Woofda, it's a lot of work. Well, here we go. We're working on outside ground.
So this will be a good test on the notch discs in this slough where the peas are taller and thicker for sure. Slides through it nice and clean. Look at that. Like Moses parting the Red Sea. Oh, surely there's a kernel in there somewhere. If you haven't been watching the channel very long, you may have known from the past that I am terrible at digging up. Oh, there's one. Right there. The tip of my knife. So, cool. Good deal. Off into the sunset he goes.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching. But don't forget, farm hard, pray harder. See you next video.